Y'all can say you saw this coming. I'm being serious. I want to know how many people saw this coming. Hi friends, my name is Freddie. Quick name change for you. And this is my first coming out video. 9 years ago, I started YouTube, and since day one, I have been angsty, I have been a diva, I have been a BICTH, and I still am all those three. But when I was 14 years old, starting my first video, I always said I'm a little gay boy. We always loved saying twink on here. I've made many videos saying I am a gay man who can wear dresses. And those were accurate at the time, because that's how I felt. But I am officially coming out as trans, or gender fluid, if you will, or trans femme, if you will. To those who follow me on YouTube, you know that starting in college, I started to feel my non-binary T, and I still like that word. But to me, I always thought it was the absence of neither feeling male nor female. And I've learned that one, I like the word gender fluid more because you get to say gender wet. Two, I have a very big bias against purple, so that flag, no shade, but not for me. And also, I always felt like if we were to say male to female, 0 to 100, I would say I'm like 65%, 69%, if you will. I always thought I felt like both instead of having an absence of both. And I love the word queer. I'm not a big stickler about the label. Y'all know I always believe in sexuality being fluid. Not for everyone, but at least for me. And gender expression can change as you grow older, as you grow into yourself as an adult. I just want to assure you that I am turning 24 next month, and I am relearning everything about myself. So there is no rush to learn. You don't need to pressure yourself to find the label. The first step is just knowing that you belong in our community. We'll do a whole Q&A in another video, so please leave all your questions down below. They can be as personal as you want. I do not mind. If I do mind, I just won't answer it. But y'all know I have no filter, so whatever juicy question, whatever genuine questions you have about transitioning, because I am on HRT actually. I've been on it for over a month now. Didn't really tell y'all because I wanted to do at least one thing for myself privately. Y'all know that I've put majority of my life on here, and I'm okay with that. I just wanted to do at least one thing for myself, but I'm okay being public about it now, especially in our political environment. I'd rather be louder than I've ever been before. So I know I'm not a woman, at least for now. Maybe in 2 years I'll feel like one, who knows? I'm okay with that. I know I'm definitely not a man though, and I will always prefer being mistaken as a woman over a man. I think for most people, they can tell the vibe I'm going for, you know? My favorite quote is that I love to live life through what I believe is a feminine lens, and that basically just means whatever I see as femininity, I would like to exude. And I just love seeing women be women. I love seeing men be feminine. I like a little bit of masculinity. I like to say my gender reflects who I listen to. It is all women, and then Conan Gray and Troye Sivan. And definitely no men in K-pop, no shade. I just love the girls. I also love to say I like to look like a cartoon character, an anime character, a MiHoYo character even. I don't need to be called a woman to feel valid in myself because I look pretty and that's all I care about. And when people confuse me on the street and they don't know my gender, that's actually very affirming. So the homophobic people who say you'll never be a girl or you'll never be a boy, you're being affirming unintentionally, and I thank you for that. And also I just want to thank y'all for just supporting me throughout these years. Y'all are the reason I have the lifestyle I have. Y'all are the reason that I felt comfortable being able to share this publicly. I was always online on YouTube since I was a kid, so this has always been my safe space, and I'm glad I can make this a safe space for you, and especially people who don't feel like they can be themselves yet, or it's too dangerous for them to be themselves. And I'm sorry you have to go through that. I hope me talking about my transition online helps people learn, because if you didn't know something was up with me and you are somehow offended that I am coming out, the door is right there. Please let it hit you on the way out, fiercely, harshly. How did you not expect this? Like, my whole page has always been for the girls, for the trans people. Just some clarification. If you call me a woman, that is a compliment. If you call me a man, not so much a compliment. That is essentially the energy I like to give. If someone doesn't know my identity in the comments, don't be mean about it. They might be new here, just politely explain. My pronouns have not changed. They are still they, she, he in order of preference and in order of letters, because it looks better visually. I love they because it is powerful to be a plural. She, obviously, and he's there. Because I know without makeup, I'm not blind. People will probably still mistake me for being a boy. I'm not oblivious to the way I present, and I can tell that when I do this, most people call me she. When I wear dresses, usually it's a she, and once my hair grows out, probably will mainly stay that, or at least confuse people for the most part. And that's my goal. Don't worry about the pronouns you use for me. Use whatever you feel is best. And as for the videos that I've made in the past saying I'm a man who wears dresses or I'm a twink, I'm not gonna delete those because those videos did well. And also, they live in their own time. You know, that was like 3-4 years ago, and I'm not the same person, visually speaking. So I'm okay with those being up. And I also like seeing the growth that I made personally on this platform. So please let me know what questions you have. That will be the next video. And thank you all for just being patient with me on long form. It is difficult to do it, I'll admit, because I am trying to upload every day on shorts. One, I've been consistent, and I'm gonna give myself a little thumbs up for that. But two, it's a lot of work, but I'm trying to get my life organized for the better because Pride Month is happening tomorrow, I think, as I've uploaded this. And that's why I wanted to upload this today because one, it is a Saturday. Love uploading on Saturdays. Two, I am technically peaking because I'm going from AAPI month into Pride Month. Any queer Asian is feeling it right now because it's like a full moon and I'm werewolfing almost. And I just want to say thank you again for letting me be me and for always encouraging me to be myself. And I hope my videos have been able to help you, even if it's just a little bit, to give you a laugh, to make you feel a little more encouraged to express yourself. And as for makeup, this is a formal announcement. I am moving my tutorial informative page to For Decorate. You can see it right here because I decorate my face and my name is Freddie. And also I would like this page to just be me. I like to show my stories. I like to yap on here. I don't need to do a tutorial every time on here because the informative side of me, I'd argue, is a little more boring than who I actually am. And I don't want to shove products every time on my page. I'll do that on the second one. Finally, as for my name, it is legally still Frederick. I have no plans to change that because I love the name my parents gave me. I just changed it on here because one, it's safer to change your name online. Two, it's easier to spell, I would hope, because the long-running joke on my page is that no one can spell my name since Apple loves to autocorrect and everyone seems to believe I have a K at the end. Just know, this is the prettiest way to spell it, okay? And also when you spell Freddie, you do an IE, okay? It's die at the end. No DY, none of that Fazbear stuff, none of that Scooby-Doo Freddy. If I see those, I will be calling it a hate crime. And I will be calling it dysphoric. That's a joke, by the way. But also, I just like the fact that it rhymes with most of my cats. Remy, Ruby, Sushi, Freddie, and then you got Miso, my little outlier. And I think it's beautiful to know that the nickname that my parents and my sister always called me as a child still sticks with me today and has actually become my preferred name. So Frederick is not my dead name, but Freddie will have die in it. You understand? That's all I have for y'all. Please leave your comments. Please leave your questions for next week. I love you all so much. Thank you for just supporting me this year because it's been a lot for me. I haven't opened up much about it, but I am in a better headspace than I've ever been. And I'm excited to show you all what I have in store for you for the rest of the year. There's a lot of fun stuff happening behind the scenes. I love you all and everything is less than 3. And please ignore the fingerless nails. Sorry, nailless fingers. I can do this at least. Everything's less than 3.